Hello there, my name is Doreen Avio, and I'm so excited. It's always a pleasure to be in this space. I just did Afrobeats on Ruli with Sariki on AUK Radio.
Yes. It's your boy Sariki. I'm here. Welcome back to another edition, another episode of Afrobeat on Ruli. You know what it is. We're here live, AUK Radio. Big ups to my listeners. Big ups everybody, doing the listening each and every Saturday and each and every day. Big ups to AUK Radio, my producers, everybody. Today is a special day. I can't lie. Today we got a special guest in the building. And she's an international radio presenter and also a stakeholder in the industry, when it comes to Afrobeats, to be specific from Ghana. She goes by the name Doreen Avio. Welcome, my darling. How you doing, sis?
Thank you. How are you?
Come on, man. I'm good. Give me that 5, man. Really happy to see you here in London, man.
Happy to see you too. It's been it's been a long time.
It's been a while, I can't lie. I've been here working hard, monkey foot in the game, you know what I mean? Trying to do some things right, you know what I mean?
Very important.
Yeah, how you doing?
I am great. I'm doing well, and I guess there's something that keeps us moving all around the world, and it's literally entertainment.
Yeah, it is.
And when you talk of entertainment, you can talk of football, music,
anything,
acting, everything.
You can talk about everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
that's good. That's good. Okay, now, but today, especially, we're starting on you. We're gonna speak on you. Okay. Tell me, who is Doreen Avio?
Who is she? Yes. She's literally everything. She's should I say she's a media personality? And when I say media personality, I just I try to put myself in every aspect of the media. So radio, television, online, MC, host, anything that literally puts me out there to give that people the opportunity to have a view of entertainment.
Wow, that's nice. Talking about MC, you just brought me back. I remember 2 years ago at the Ghana party in the park in London, you were actually the MC, and I was so excited to see you because you were, tell me about that experience. How was it?
Well, it was, should I say it was fantastic.
Was that your first time doing a big show like that?
An outdoor event.
Yeah, and it was thousands of people.
Oh my goodness.
Because I was there.
You know what? I'll tell you something today.
Tell me, yeah.
I have done a lot of that work, but more of the quiet, just a few people. But this was my first time having to stand in the presence of thousands of people. And it was such an experience. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but it looks like I did it.
Listen, you did it. And from a... from a spectator's, point of view, I'm going to tell you this. You nailed it.
Oh, like, you nailed.
I was like, what? Because your energy was crazy and the whole crowd everybody was moving with your energy and everything. I can't like kudos,
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
So that actually, sounds really good. And tell me, when, how was your upbringing?
Oh, my upbringing. An interesting one. I mean, in Ghana, until the 16 regions, we had 10 regions. Literally, I'm from the northern part.
Yes.
That's the north.
The north,
grew up with a family. Yes, we were about 5 of us. Yeah, we were 4 then 5. Then more. So, grew up a bit in the north, but later in the city. Always wanted to be a nurse because I had an auntie who would do anything to make sure I was okay, whether I'm sick, whether I'm not in a good position to do anything. She would make sure I was good. So it sort of motivated me, inspired me, and I really wanted to be a nurse. But look where life took me. Yeah,
listen, so tell me, you wanting to be a nurse, at what stage did radio or media personality or media set in? At what,
I never saw it coming, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming. I didn't even picture myself that I would ever do anything like this. So I just found myself in the business of wanting to be a salesperson, and it wasn't actually like something that I was so interested in, but I just needed money. So I was like, maybe let me try, because I had heard that salespeople make a lot of money.
You're a hustler.
Yeah. So I got into that bit, and then through that, I was given an opportunity to select or choose something that I feel I can do, or I feel that I can do better than the sales. And I just went straight into production with the intention that, someday I could, do
You'll be
something
on
for
air
Yeah,
yourself.
so that's how it started.
Wow. So tell me, you being into production, was that where you looked at the people who were on air to kind of see how it goes, and or what did you do from there?
Sorry, honestly, even that,
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
You were just juggling through.
I was just doing production, and then maybe I see somebody doing something. I'm like, okay, can I try it? Can I do it? So for me, it wasn't like I was really doing it because I wanted to get somewhere or do something. I was looking for money. So
Okay.
for me, whatever
Whatever was bringing the check.
exactly,
Yeah,
and even that, I wasn't seeing the check, but I knew I would see check someday.
yeah,
I'll
someday
get
it's gonna
some
come.
money someday. So
Yeah.
for me, it was more of getting more into that, and literally, like, over the years, that's what I had been doing, getting to meet people, interview people, interact with people, learning on the job,
Yeah.
and then asking the right questions and getting to know more people as well. So I would say that with those years is what I have been on to get to where I am today. But most importantly, learning on the job.
That makes sense, because trust me, they say practice is the best teacher or something like
Yeah,
that.
it makes man
Experience,
perfect,
exactly.
eh?
And experience is the best teacher. So basically, I want to ask you, how long have you been on air?
Woo, on air.
Yeah.
So I've been on air over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Over 10
I'm
years.
clapping for you. Kudos. Yeah, but you've been a decade on air. That's like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually an
done
achievement,
It's been over 10 years, and I can tell you that I have learned. I understand. I know, but I can know better and more.
Exactly.
I'm still ready to learn. I'm open to learning. And for me, the world keeps changing. Mind you, what we were doing 10 years or 15 years ago is not what is happening now. So,
No.
you need to keep learning, keep knowing,
yourself updated,
keep understanding whatever you need to understand. So, that is where life has brought me to now.
This sounds inspiring. I can't lie, but I want you to share with us some of the hitches.
Ooh, hitches.
Some of the hitches, because I know there's no smooth road. You understand what I mean? So
that's for that one day. I mean,
some of the hitches.
The hitches, there are quite a number of them. It's interesting, but like where I stand now, sometimes it looks like I don't even remember some of them. But
yeah, but if you can please, kindly,
let me see.
share with us.
You find yourself in an environment and you see that you're not just the only one who is looking to achieve something. You're more. And if you're more and you're doing the same thing, there comes competition. And when there's competition, you can imagine everybody plans and everybody's planning, everybody's plotting, and everybody wants to get somewhere. So that thing where I felt I was learning, where somebody knows, it's difficult for you to get to or get what you want. So you're trying, but somebody knows and it's like, Charlie, they somewhere, make I do my work. So it was so difficult coming on air because nobody wants to take the risk of putting you on radio. So what did they do is like, Charlie, let's see. So it took a long time. It took a long time for somebody to believe in me, somebody like Erudi Kwache to believe in me and say that, go read the news, without feeling like
you're going to flop or something is going to happen.
Yes, I did it, even though it was a flop. He didn't really do anything, or like, he's like, you can do it better.
Better next time.
So somebody like him, somebody who is a risk taker like an Okreku Mante, a risk taker like a Prince Shega, a risk taker like like a Kofi Ansan, a Hagla, everybody who feels that there's something in you, but you can do it, but let's give you some time.
Let's nurture you.
Even though sometimes you're in a hurry to do it.
Yeah, true.
So there's that bit, and then there's that other aspect that naturally somebody doesn't like you and wouldn't want you to go anywhere. So wherever you're climbing to, they will always push you down.
Before even we get to that, let me ask you, do you feel it's, in the environment where you found yourself at that time, do you feel being a female was a bit harder for you to get past, like the position you wanted?
It's been hard, and it's still hard for females in every aspect of the world. I mean, we say that is a man's world. So sometimes
Listen, I can't lie. I feel like you say it's a man's world, but in a man's mind, we say it's a woman's world because whatever we're doing for the women.
It's now that women are really fighting. We fought and
no,
we
you don't have to fight for anything,
but we had to.
Yeah, anyway,
we
I get
had
you.
to.
I get
so
you.
I mean, for me, yes, it was challenging because it's been a male-dominated industry.
True.
Through radio, music, acting, everything is a
Yeah.
male-dominated area. So when a woman comes in,
Yeah.
it's very difficult, get
To penetrate,
penetrate. And well, it was hard. But I believe that in everything we have to believe in ourselves and keep pushing.
I think you are the Santua of, the ladies. You understand? Yeah, you're strong. Actually, so when you got on air, where did you move from there?
Ooh, when I got on air, it was more like I started initially reading announcements. Then I started reading news.
On what radio, actually?
That's Hits FM.
Still Hits FM?
It's
Wow,
Hits FM.
wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
So I started reading the news, and then after reading the news, then there came a time where, we have TV. How about you try TV? It's like, I know that everybody's like, you've got the face, but I'm like, do I have what it takes to be a
the
TV
courage,
host?
though.
Yeah, but it took a Kwamina. That's I took Kwamina. That I guess I took Kwamina. Yes.
Yeah. KOD. What's his name? Oh, I forgot. James.
No,
James.
he's like I took Kwamina is like he's one great man. He's been on Joy for God knows how long, but
Joy FM. You're talking about Joy FM in Ghana.
In Ghana, he just took that risk and put me on TV. Trust me, it was always messy. But he told me it was messy, but he also told me that it could get better. And with time,
it got better.
That was when actually I found my voice and energy. And Imakokriku Manti and Prince Chega thought that let her host a show on radio as well. So that's how radio started setting in, where I could host close to 3 to 4 hours on radio and, still do my thing. And also now being able to write online. So I can speak to you, whatever information you put out there. Mind you, you can put a video, but people like to read as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like to put you in that perspective where if you go on the internet, you can read about whoever or whatever you've spoken to somebody about. So it's been a journey. And now in all of this, then I find myself emceeing programs, hosting programs. I've done it in Ghana. Now
you did it in London.
Yes.
And this year's upcoming Party in the Park, I heard that you are supposed to be the MC.
Yes.
And you are going to be the MC. I'm not going to say you. So you are going to be the MC.
Well, I am, and I'm so happy.
How did you feel when you had that call to do it again?
Last year I was supposed to be on, but a few challenges, so I couldn't make it.
Oh, okay.
So this year I knew that it was bound to happen because I mean, trust me, if you do something good, the likelihood of being called back
again
is 120%.
Yeah,
so I was just waiting, and then when I got the call from Akwaba that this year you're doing it again with us, it was like it was so much joy, so much excitement. Unfortunately, the show was postponed due to weather conditions.
Yeah, it's all right.
But there's a new day.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's all right, because what people have to understand is if something gets postponed, it's fine. It's fine for it to be postponed. So it's on the 12th of August, and we'll all be there. Let's go into music now. Yes, you are from Ghana, and
you mean we are from Ghana?
We are from Ghana, both of us. Yes, and I've known you to be in the space of media for a long time. Promoting Ghanaian artists and everything. Tell me, what's the problem with Ghanaian musicians being able to cross, into the diaspora, like here? Why are we not hearing them like we're basically hearing no Ghanaians here? It's Nigeria. Why? What's happening in Ghana?
I wouldn't say something is happening or there's something wrong, but I don't know, like as people, as a musician, I don't think any musician in Ghana will sit down and say that, I don't want my music to cross over to other parts of the world. Everybody is working for something. They want to put whatever they are doing out there. But then again, maybe there are a few things we are not doing right.
Like what?
It's difficult to pinpoint because sometimes we share some of these things. We hear people share it. And then when you hear them share it, you say that, this person did that, but it didn't still work. That person did that, it still didn't work. So what is it? I've been here, I've had the opportunity to maybe ask a few, maybe one or two people, and everybody has a different mindset. Some say that, oh, Ghanaians here are not much. Some to say Ghanaians here don't listen to Ghanaian music back in the at home. Some say that they do listen, but if an artist comes here to put a show together, they are not ready to go out there to spend to actually watch the artist. Some also say that, oh, their promotions, we are not doing the right promotions. But on the other hand, too, you can tell that our artists are pushing their music out there. You know, it comes in different forms. And for me, there's something honestly, and I can't really pinpoint it, but it's tough.
Oh, you were speaking about people coming here and feeling like, oh, how do you call it?
I feel there's something
Ghanaians,
we're not doing right.
What I think is, you see this Nigerians, you know, when they come here, the homework was done back home before it gets here. It has nothing to do with here, quote unquote. I'm being honest with you. The homework was done back home. Look at all the Nigerian artists that are big. They are signed to their own Nigerian people, pushing them before they put them on a major.
Yeah.
So it's not like the Nigerian finds himself here and then all of a sudden there's an Epic or a Def Jam that's working with them. No, the whole groundwork is from home. They do it from back home. So I think that's what I think Ghanaians are missing. Do you understand what I mean?
We're not doing our homework well?
Exactly. Like, we're supposed to groom the thing at home for it to be proper before we can export it, if that makes sense. You get what I mean? That's why you being on a media person, somebody in a space where, you know, your radio station where you work at is actually one of the important, you know, radio stations for any artist, you know, who's coming up. That's why I'm asking again, what do you think should be done, or what do you think that is the problem? Why are we not hearing Ghanaian songs here? Because, you know, it looks like even if you go back home now, it's a whole lot of Nigerian music.
Well, I mean, as I said, it involves a lot. Sometimes you hear a lot of stories coming from artists, coming from the media people, and coming from the audience. But in all, I believe that there's still a way. I have had the opportunity to interview one great Nigerian MC, that's Adesope. And you can tell
shout out Adesope, my guy.
You can tell that he's been in the industry for a very long or much longer time. And I mean, we've had our days. They speak about how back then hip life was a thing where you get our artists coming here. They were even tagging along then.
Yes.
But I mean, it gets to a point in life, trust me, when we're growing up, you see a rich man and you're like, this man is rich, and you grow and you realize that the person hasn't got anything.
You're richer than them.
So for me, I believe that with time, things will get better. We don't have enough promoters in the in UK here. If you talk of promoters, I can only mention two at the moment, which is Akwabe UK and Alodia Promotions.
And Junior Me Entertainment.
Okay, and that's because I've had the opportunity to work with two of them, which is Alodia and Akwabe UK Dennis. So at the moment, I think that maybe we should look at a lot more on partnerships.
Yeah.
We have a lot of our Nigerian brothers who come, and you can tell that there's a bond with some of the Ghanaian artists. So that partnership and collaboration.
Oh, you mean collaborations? Yes. Like the artists have to be collaborating outside,
not just music. Because if let's take it that Stonebwoy is good friends with Davido. If Davido is doing a show here, Stonebwoy should be able to get himself on.
Yeah, sure.
You know, just to put
communicate
himself
and say, bro, I want to be on this. Yeah,
you know?
Sure.
So if like a Wizkid is doing a show, you can put R2Bs on.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just those bits and pieces of it. Yeah. I know that it will happen. It's just a gradual thing. And thing is that we are all worried because of what the Nigerians are doing.
Because they're going at a faster pace.
Yes, they're going at a faster pace, but I don't think, I believe that our artists are pushing. They're doing it. They're doing everything they can, but there are a few losses somewhere that maybe we can't connect. But with time, we'll connect. And I think that we should be a little bit patient for them as well. I know it's not easy on an artist. Sorry, if you're to go into the studio to put a song together, it takes you how many days? How many months? Preparations on promotions, who to talk to, interviews, and all the money's involved. It's a lot. And if you are not even able to do that alone, what like the sort of thing you feel, how you even manage your life and all that. I know it's not easy.
True.
So there's a lot more we all need to learn as a people, as managers, as artists, as people in the industry. And I believe with time, when we are able to learn and appreciate whatever we have, we'll be able to do some of these great things our Nigerian brothers and sisters are
So
doing.
let me ask you, do you see a decline in the whole relationship between media in Ghana and the artists in Ghana? Do you see a decline or an increase? What do you see over the years?
Well, I find myself on a platform that is big.
Yeah.
Multimedia is
Yeah,
big.
it's very big.
Very big.
Very big, I know that.
So there's nothing where you call an artist that they would tell you that I won't come. Even if they won't come, they'll probably give you a reason. Oh, maybe I'm not well or something. I don't know whether it's the same for other platforms. So we have the opportunity to always, and if you watch, most of the news items you get comes from the multimedia platforms.
Yeah, true.
So we get them, we work with them, and we always make them feel at home. It's not just the musicians, even upcoming ones. We give them that platform. So I can't say for sure, or I can't really tell you that this media house is not really good when it comes to that aspect, or maybe the artists don't feel comfortable going there or anything. So for me, I'm talking for my side of the thing. But sometimes you hear people complain.
Yeah, exactly.
It's normal.
But yeah, I'm asking this because from looking in, it looks like these days, it's barely no new artist from Ghana, shining. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one, and it has to take another like 2 years, 3 years for another one to come. You understand what I mean? So I feel like, and if you go out there online, speak to some of the artists to see what's going on, most of them will be like, oh, the media people are not supporting us.
Ooh, that
Yes.
I say that's not true. If an artist tells you that the media is not supporting them, it's not true. If there's anything at all, I think that they have found other means of doing their things.
Oh, you mean the artists?
Yes.
Yeah, they found other alternatives.
I mean, they always say that radio and others are more like traditional media, so they like to go to the other side.
Podcast and do it online.
They like to do
stuff like that, and
then
go
even
viral.
Exactly. TikTok, and trust me, there are a lot of these artists you even interview. By the time you're done, you are posting their videos to let the world know about them, and they are quiet. You send them a flyer, post on your socials.
They wouldn't post it.
They won't post it.
Yeah, I didn't know until I got into this space. Like you bring somebody, give them a platform,
and it's difficult.
And after it's even difficult for them to post.
Yeah, so they won't post it. So it's like whatever you are doing in Ghana, who knows? Nobody cares. So if I am doing my best, and you, the artist who is known around the world, cannot let the world know that, listen, I have put out a new song. I was on this platform today and I spoke about it. So if you come to Ghana and you also need a platform to do something like this, come here. Yeah. So it is, you support me
and I support you. Yeah, it should be a win-win situation.
So unfortunately, there's a bit of that part is all it's not too clear. So sometimes they go all out and say that the media is not supporting us, and it looks so clumsy. A lot of things happen, but I think that we still have the time, the energy, the opportunity to help one another. If you think that you're helping someone, bear in mind that we're all helping ourselves. True. So if you're an artist and you get a platform on any media platform, do well to give your all, give your best. True. And we can also we've been sitting here. See, Stone Boy is in the States.
Yeah,
he's in a media. He's in a media house. He's in a media house. He does, and the video is out.
Yeah.
You see it on Stone Boy's page, or his stories.
Everything is out.
Is it always the same?
Yeah, it has to be updated.
It has to be updated. So if you move from the States, you come to the UK, it's the same. You come to Ghana, it should be the same. Yeah, exactly. And it should be going like that. True, Mind you, you stay here in the UK, but sometimes before you hear something about an artist coming here, you probably hear it in Ghana. And then when they come here, you then want to probe further and know what they're doing.
Like what I ask you, like all the questions I'm asking you, there are things that I heard already.
Exactly. So it helps. Yeah. It helps. So if we can't help each other, then what are we doing?
True. That's actually an interesting thing you said. So let's come back to the return. The Ghana, the year of return.
Yeah.
Because here in the diaspora, here in the UK, almost everybody's talking about going to Ghana. I'm
Oh,
telling
of
you, these are
course.
people who are not even Ghanaians or
We make
Nigerians.
them feel good.
So tell me, how is that? I want you to explain it. Yeah, what's the atmosphere in December in particular? Because it's dirty
Oh, my
December.
goodness.
What's the atmosphere in Ghana?
You know what? I
Mhm.
think if you really want to get a picture of what happens in
Yes,
Ghana,
yes.
you should ask a diasporan, because you see,
Yeah, true.
I live there.
Yeah, true.
So what they come and they feel, I don't really move around like
Good.
that.
So let me rephrase my question. My question is, what is it that Ghanaians do?
Is it that they're doing? It's not
Yes.
just Ghanaians.
Is this? I don't know.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
when the diasporan people
there's
go back
peace.
there, yeah. What's going on there? Like, what's the Ghanaians back home doing
is
for these
peace.
guys to, you know?
Sariki, there's peace.
Yeah.
There's luxury.
True.
Like, you know, there's that feeling where you're in Ghana and you feel like you're home.
Mm-hmm.
You're safe.
Yeah.
Wherever you find yourself, you know that you enjoying yourself. So if it's a club, it's a club. If it's a pub, it's a pub. If it's a beach setting, it's a beach setting.
It's going down.
If it's an outdoor concert, it's an outdoor concert. Mind you, it's not just the diasporans, but you meet certain people. You know, at a point, I think the year of return, I met Beyonce's mother at Elwak Sports Stadium.
How was it? How was that experience?
When I saw her, I froze, because at that point, that was when I started hearing that she had come to Ghana and she had, but you know, seeing her there just tells you that they love Ghana.
Yeah,
it's
true.
not just, and it's through that day in the end, I had the opportunity to interview Usher Raymond's ex-wife, Tameka Foster.
Wow.
And, you know, they keep
How did
coming.
that go?
Oh, it was fantastic. You know, that was the time that I had the chance to actually ask her about her son who passed away. You know,
bless her.
You know, I asked her how she felt at this point, knowing that her son is nowhere. And, you know, it was quite emotional. I didn't even think she would have opened up to talk to me, but she did.
Wow.
She told me how difficult it has been for them, her and her family, for years. But she also believed that her son was somewhere resting in peace. And so she's created a foundation for him. And that's how they came to Ghana. And, you know, it was a peaceful conversation.
I want to ask you, you know, if you go into those kind of conversations, what do you learn from them?
I learn
what
a
do you
lot.
bring out?
So, Sariki, what a lot of people, I know sometimes when I say this, people find it like, or when they get to EV. So, I'm a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Aside my work, I'm a mother. So, I have a feeling.
So, you got experience as well.
I have got experience. So, if I'm here today and I see a mother going through challenges with her baby, a baby who has temperature, a baby who is sick, a baby that has to be rushed to the hospital. I feel all that because I have been through it. So if you're able to go through it and you come out well, and I get the opportunity to ask you questions, I'd like to know what you were feeling at that point in time. Because maybe at that time, I wish, oh my goodness, God,
I would have killed myself.
You know, but some people, we all have different feelings. So when I get the opportunity, and you are, for instance, a musician, I don't just, I mean, I know your music. I know everything about your music. How about you, the personality?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
I think that is also an opportunity for your listeners, your fans, and people around you to get to know you better. Maybe there's something good about you, special about you, but we do not know. As you sit here, maybe you are one person who loves kids and would do anything to make sure kids are in a safe place.
Yeah, sure.
You would want to go the extra mile and probably build a good school in Ghana for children who can't afford to go to school. So I say that I like to ask those questions. That's why I had to ask Michael. You have been in a tough situation where you moved from Ghana, you've been to Nigeria, you've been to Liberia, and in all, you tried going to school. You went to the States and went to school. You've seen Ghana in a different light.
Way, yeah.
What would you want to do for Ghana? And then he tells me that I've been to my village a number of times, and I see that they need education.
There's no school.
There's no school. They can't afford their fees. Then he tells me I want to build a school. This is good.
Yeah, I feel like,
you know, and it also gives you that opportunity to actually push people to want to do things. And in the end, it benefits us all.
Everybody, yeah.
What is so beautiful, you get diasporans coming, supporting orphanages, helping orphanages, giving so much to them, wanting to build stuff, maybe hospitals, schools, and all that. That is investment in Ghana. So for me, year of return, beyond the return, it's literally one of the biggest things Ghana could ever have. And I believe that this year, oh my goodness,
it's gonna be, you can't wait. There's this question that I want to ask you. Some people are of the view that music, in fact, Afrobeat is capable of uniting Africa like Kwame Nkrumah wanted to do. And he couldn't do it because, what happened. But then people are of the view that, some people are of the view that Afrobeat is capable of uniting Africans.
Of course. Music is everything.
Yeah.
Music is everything. We go through a lot in life, and the moment you hear music, it goes away. Unless you stop.
True.
So for me, I believe that Afrobeats is capable of doing it. Afrobeats is just the name of a genre of music.
Yeah.
We all do music.
Yeah, but it's doing wonders. I can't lie.
It's doing wonders.
I know.
I mean, we're still seeing other genres trying to penetrate. I mean, we still have our hip life, we have our high life, we have the amapianos and others. But at the end of the day, we all have our preferences. But there's something that the world is seeing right now through the eyes of Africa, and that is Afrobeat.
Afrobeat, true.
So if that is what
everybody's looking at, then
I
that's
mean,
what you have nothing to say. Yeah, exactly.
It could. I mean,
Okay.
it could unite Africa.
All right,
so,
I get you. Let me ask you, fufu or banku? Which one do you prefer?
Oh my goodness. I like both. But I think
Which do you prefer?
I won't mess my banku and okra soup.
Oh my God. So are you saying that anybody that comes to Ghana should try? Okay, let me ask you. Anybody that comes to Ghana, what should they try? Fufu, banku, or wache? Which one first?
Okay, you can do so. I mean, wache
The first
is
one. The first one.
Wache is usually nice in the mornings.
In the mornings, wache.
Yeah. So you can try that in the morning, and then maybe, let's say around afternoon, you can do some banku and okra soup. Then late afternoon, I mean, if you're someone who likes, you can do your fufu and soup as well.
As well.
They're
This
lovely
one,
dishes.
Ghana proper delicacy. Ghana, this is
telling you.
lovely. I can't lie. Okay, let me ask you now. What is the way forward for you, Doreen Avio? That I know, we know, everybody knows you. Where are you going from here?
Well, for me, hosting this for the second time, that's Ghana Party in the Park is a big deal, but I am looking forward to explore more in other countries. I'd want to go to France and have an experience of their festivals, their parties, especially Ghanaian ones. I like to have experiences in the United States. I've had the opportunity to be in Spain.
Oh my
and
God.
Spain was amazing.
How was it?
It was amazing.
Como esta? Como esta?
Oh, bro.
You don't know that. Como esta? You say bien, bien. That's the only Spanish I can
But
speak.
I loved Spain. I loved Spain, and being at their festival was such a big deal. I would love to go there again. So yes, for me at the moment, I would love to do more of travel tourism where I get to experience this, document them, and get the opportunity to talk to some of the artists that will be on bill, be it African, but more importantly, Africans, and projecting them to the world. So
True.
Yep.
Listen, this sounds good. We're really, really happy you came here today, to share, your life, your light, and everything in the space with us. Before you go, I want you to give us your social media handles,
Oh,
yeah, so we can follow you there.
So I'm not everywhere, but I'm somewhere. So on Facebook and Twitter, it's Doreen Avio.
Spell it.
So Doreen, of course, DOREEN, and then the Avio is AVIO. Yeah, so Doreen Avio. But on Instagram, it's Doreen_Avio.
Oh,
on Snapchat, it's Doreen Avio. I'm yet to go on Threads. TikTok, no.
Please go on TikTok.
They've said it. I'm just
Please
trying to.
go on TikTok.
I always try to picture what I will be doing there. I don't want to just go there and just be there. I want to have a purpose.
You wouldn't just be there.
I want to have a purpose. I don't want to go on that app and just wake up and now think. There are people who go there. Some are dancers. Some are comedians. Some are they like to do radio stuff. Some like to do. So I like to create something there. And
Guess what?
Tell me.
Most of your content, most of the interviews you do
that
I've seen
is on TikTok. Interestingly.
Most of it. I'm
heard.
telling you, majority of the interviews you interview Michael Blackson or wherever you're doing your interviews, guess where I see them?
TikTok.
I
heard. So
I'm gonna do something. It's like a referral thing. Yeah, I'm gonna refer you to get on TikTok so I can have like a point. You get what I mean? Listen, guys, man, this Afrobeat really has been lovely, 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 lovely. Today I got Doreen Avio here. She came, she nailed it. I hope you enjoyed the show. Shout outs to everybody listening. Shout outs to our new listener, Tricia. Shout out to Bennis. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my producer, Bills. I see you, Azar. Love, 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 love. Stay tuned. Don't go. We're here. You know what I mean? We're still here. Nowhere to go. Enjoy your music. Bye.